Hello and welcome. Hello, I am Julie Samako, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I'm also a business coach and mentor to creative entrepreneurs through my Success Circle membership group. And I run a Wreath Making of the Month club where we make beautiful wreaths, and I teach you how to make wreaths just like this one and where to buy the supplies. But in this video, I want to show you how to make a chalkboard wall hanger. And I'm using this chalkboard. I guess it's a sign. You see how it has the rope. I bought this from Hobby Lobby, my home away from home. And I think it's going to be fun if we make this out of a wreath, or a wreath out of this. That's what I want to say. A wreath out of this. Won't that be fun? I've also have this flower bush from Hobby Lobby. It's got it has all of the flowers that I'm going to use for this project, and then maybe I'll throw in a few extra flowers I find laying around. I've got a glue gun, scissors. I'm going to use this heavy-duty staple gun and chalk and maybe ribbon. I'm not sure yet, but and hot glue. Did I say that? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is with the sign, it needs to be treated. So with just like, you know, any new chalkboard, it has to be treated. And to do that, it has instructions on the back on how to do it. You take chalk, just using this Crayola chalk, and I'm just going to go back and forth. So you're going to go like horizontal first, just like that. And I'm going to get around the edges. So you want to treat your chalkboard. I'm going to be very honest, I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm pretty sure it's because if you don't and you go to write on it, it won't come off, it won't erase as good. Does that make sense? You might see your first chalk outline or whatever you write might stay. All right, so I did around the edges. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. So now we went horizontal. Now I'm going to do vertical. Chalkboard is still very popular in home decor, especially that farmhouse style look. This can be used for many different projects, and you can change it up just by changing up the flowers. I don't have my eraser. You could now erase it. I guess I'll just use a Kleenex. So now I'm just going to wipe it down. If you had an eraser, you would have used that. So this is what it looks like after you've treated it with the chalk. So you could kind of see it on the camera. Again, we got this at Hobby Lobby. Alright, so I've got my glue gun, it's heating up, and this is what I want to do. I want to do flower arrangement like right here. I think that would look pretty. So you could still see the chalkboard and write on it, and then have the flower come down on this side. So to do that, we're going to cut the pieces off of the bush. And I've got some extra pieces of greenery, some fern. Cut the tags off. This will be a fun project if you wanted to do it this Easter, you know, on the weekend. If you're not cooking Easter supper, you can get the supplies and do something like this while somebody else is doing the cooking. All right, so let me put this up and look. Now, I know I want definitely want one long piece going down the center. Do I want that? I think I want it to be this one. Let me just check. I might do two. Okay, so I want one long piece going down the center. And when I say going down the center, I mean like right down at the bottom. So I want it one piece to hit right here on the center of the bottom. And then I'm going to use my staple gun to staple the piece on to the wood. It's kind of hard to get an angle. Okay. And I think, so this is what we've got so far. We've got our first piece. I think that's going to be cute. Now, what I'm going to plan on doing is stapling first, and then I'll come back over with some hot glue and put some hot glue on top of the staples just to make sure they don't come out. But for right now, I'm going to just start putting, stapling some flowers on. And if you want to take off some of the greenery at the bottom, you can. You know, don't be afraid to move all the flower pieces around. So this one I'm going to put going down the bottom, just like the first one. Oh, am I out of staples? Of course. Of course, I could have checked that before, but no, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? So let me just load up some more staples real quick. It's a little tricky because you've got the angle of the sign. Okay, wow, all that works. We've got two pieces right here. So we've got one that's a little longer and one that's a little shorter. And now I want to start thinking about putting some up here at the top. So let me get some going up towards the top. Now, right now, these are on the inside of the lip, but eventually, I'm going to start moving them towards the outside. Okay, so we've got this one. And let's see. One good thing about when you choose flowers, if you choose the flowers that already have the bushes, or the bush that already has all of the flowers picked out for you, that helps with if you're a newbie trying to figure out what colors will coordinate well with each other. So I'm going to put this one on the top piece. Cut it, I'm going to trim it shorter and then again. So we've got this right here. So now we've got 4 pieces total. You can see where I've stapled this one on the outside, and then the other ones are stapled on the inside of the lip. Okay, so let me just keep adding more flowers. also added this piece right here. So we've got, you can see we've got 3 up here and they're at different lengths. And so now let me work on getting some on the bottom. And I'm just slowly starting to fill in this gap. And isn't that pretty? See how it has a variety of flowers in it? Different colors, different flower types. I think I'm going to put this one going down here, right there. So if I know I want the flower to place in this hole right here, I lay it down first, and then I'll see where I can staple it. I know exactly where I want this one to go. Let's see. Definitely this one. And I'm trying to mix it up. So if I put the yellow daisy on the bottom, I want to put a yellow daisy going on the top. The one good thing about silk flowers is you can move them and bend them in the areas and the ways you want them to. So this is what we've got so far. See how it's just forming a little swag to the side. Okay. Now I need some coming out of the side, and I've also got these really pretty, they probably are a form of dahlia. You could also hot glue some on if you wanted it to go real close. Let's see, I'm going to put that one right here. I purchased the chalkboard sign at Hobby Lobby. So you can see I added that one right there. And we've got some greenery. This is just fern. It came in a big bush, and it seems like the last 3 projects I've done with you online, I've just been using a little bit here and there. So this is very thin. I can just hot glue that on in a little bit. And I think I want to put a purple flower going down. Or do I want another pink? I think I'm going to do a purple. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue on that one. And then what you could do is just take the leaves that you've cut off, like this one right here. I'll just take this little piece right here and put it on top of that glue. So that's going to help cover up some of the glue. Alright, so that's cute. I know I want 2 more of these. I'm just going to put it down real quick and let me just see before I commit to the placement. That's cute. So this one I'm going to staple up at the top. Right, and then when I put more glue on it, I'll make sure to glue it down a little bit. Sometimes some of these are getting a little loosey on the staples because the staple is, I'm stapling everything in one place. So let's see. I'm thinking too I might put a bow on the side. So let me think about that. Let me put that there. Let me go ahead and put this one down. I think this one I'm gonna, because it'll be right here on the side, I'm gonna staple it to the side, just at the very top. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. You can see it's a hot mess, isn't it, right there? But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. All right, so some of these, first let me do the bow. Just gonna do a little bow on the side using the yellow ribbon. I'm gonna lay it down to determine how big I want the bow loops to be. I don't want it to be too big. All right, so I'm gonna be like that. Let me measure it. If I lay it out straight, it's 10 inches. Let me see if I'm using the right side of the ribbon. All right, so 10 inches. Inches. You bring it up on the loop, it's the one that you just made. Let's see, one more loop. Okay, so I've got 5 loops. I'm going to trim this, and I'm going to use a pipe cleaner or florist wire to wire the ribbon together. Now you can choose any type of flowers that you want to use. You know, if you wanted, you know, a summer or a spring, or you know, you could switch it up. If you have a lot of flowers like I do laying around, you could just use scraps. This is a great thing for those who are selling on Etsy. You know, there's something else that you could add to your Etsy shop, because you're adding your creative talent to the project, so you can definitely add this to your shop if you wanted to. So we've just got a simple bow. Wanted to see where I'm going to put it first. All right, it's going to go right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first cut the wire short, like right there. And then I'm going to staple it to the side. And now I'm going, that didn't work. All right, the staple, it didn't work. Hold on. All right, I'm just going to glue it. Glue on the bottom, how about that? Glue on the bottom. Stick it on. It's gonna cover up all of those staples that I have. I'm just gonna hold that real quick. And now the next thing I wanna do is start adding some around the side. Hold on, let me just make sure this gets glued. So if you wanted to do one for fall, you could use, you know, sunflowers. So far, this is what we've got. See how I added the little bow? Isn't that cute? All right, so now I'm going to continue putting some, I want to put it on the side of the bow right here. Just a little bit right here to fill in the back. I want to tell you that you don't be afraid of trying new things. Purchase things that you would never think about using as, you know, for a wreath, and use it for a wreath base. So the other day we showed you the that galvanized tire swing, and here we're using this chalkboard sign. So I added this piece right there. So we added this piece right there. So let me just bend. Also bend your flowers, you know, into the place that you want. I think I need one more piece. Right over here. Okay, and I've got one more piece. It's cute, cute, cute. All right, so now what I want to do is, let me show you what I've got. Oh, I found another piece. Cool. Isn't that cute? That's really cute. So I've got one more piece. I wanted to put it up here. Okay, I'm going to put some hot glue on top of that, and then a piece of the leaf. Where's another leaf? So I added that piece right here. All right, so now what I want to do is go through and where the staples are showing, I'm going to just use some of these leftover leaves and cover those up. And some reason my staple gun is, every time I would staple it pop out too, so that's why there's some staples on the hanging around on the table. All right, so let me look and see where I can hot glue, because I definitely want hot glue on top of the staples to hold them into place. And then you can just lay one of the leaves down on top of that. Because that will cover up the glue. And then on the side, do the same thing. Hot glue on top of the staples. And then lay down, you know, the extra leaves that we just cut off. So this didn't take very long, did it? And I think it's going to be a really cute project hanging up. This would be good if you wanted to hang it in the kitchen, a bathroom. Yeah, I could see it in the bathroom somewhere. Let's do a little bit more. And if you need a smaller leaf, just cut it. Just cut one into shape. So now that we've got this, what I want to do is fill in a little bit around the bow area. And so we've got some greenery, like the fern. I think that would look pretty tucked in. Put this one down here, and I'm just hot gluing them into the ribbon loops. So let me hold that into place. I think that's it. I'm trying to see if I have any extra small pieces that I can use. So don't be afraid to try new things. I know you can make this. I can't wait to see, you know, what you come up with. Make sure if you make something, I want you to share it with me. All right, so I think that's it. All right, so let me just step back real quick and look. There is one place that I definitely want to add more greenery to. Sometimes if you just step back and look, you'll find holes. You know how you could be real close to a project and then you step back and you're like, what the heck? Let me put something right there. Glue strings. How does it look? Isn't that cute? Now we need to write a message on the board. Let me get some of the glue strings out of the way. So if you want to write, they have these chalk markers that you could use that I found someplace. I'm not sure where, but I'm just going to use the chalk that I had. Oh, it's backwards. I forgot Facebook puts things backwards. It says hello. But isn't that cute? I think this turned out really, really cute. It turned out really cute, and this was just a fun, simple project that you can do. Use different colors. This would look cute for signs for weddings. If you wanted to, you know, put a station, you know, a station sign someplace, you could use rustic colors, you know, pale pinks, and do a rustic, you know, burlap bow. So, you know, think about all the different places you could use this sign, you know, hanging over a coffee bar, or hanging in the, you know, the bathroom, or in the kitchen, over the pantry, in the pantry, anywhere. So you could also, I mean, if you wanted to take the rope off, you could, and just put a picture hanger or something back here and hang it directly on the wall if you didn't want the rope on it. But I think it's cute. I think the rope adds some of the to the rustic flair of it. But it turned out really cute.